Hello guys, welcome to Coding Essentials. Today's topic is class, object and methods. In the previous video, I told you about what is a class, object and method and characteristics of object-oriented programming. Today we will learn how to create a class, object, method and how to call or edit, modify everything. So creating a class. To create a class keyword is used followed by class name and a colon. For example, class person, age is equals to 19. Instead of age is equals to 19, we will write a bunch of code in the real program. This is just an example. So our class is made. Now moving on to creating an object. To create an object, write object name equals class name followed by parentheses. Also, if you want to pass values inside the object, then write those inside the parentheses, separating them by a comma. P1 equals person and parentheses. We can access the values inside the class through dot operator. For example, p1 dot age. P1 equal person and p1 dot age is accessing the value of age inside the class person through an object that is created inside the class. Yes, that's 21. Moving on to constructor. Okay, this is important. Underscore underscore. Remember, there are two underscore in the function. Init is an built-in function. All classes have a function called init, which is always executed when the class is being initiated, which is also known as default constructor. Use the init function to assign values to the object properties or other operations that are necessary to do when the object is being created. Okay, let me show you an example. Class person, then def, because it's a function, def init, then inside the parentheses write the arguments you want to include. Okay, you must be imagining why there is a self, and after that self dot name equal name. I will explain you about self in the next slide, but just now remember that we need to define an extra parameter self, then comes the arguments name and age. Okay, so let me show you an example. Class person, then comes def init, to underscore init to underscore, then self, then name, then age, then self dot name is equal to name, self dot age is equal to age. Exit the class. Now define an object. So p1 equals person. Okay, so while defining an object, you can see name and age over here. So we'll write Mark and age 21. Enter. Okay, now we can just access the values using p1 dot name and p1 dot age. So this is it. This is about constructor. You need to define the constructor whenever you want to insert the values, and there is an inbuilt constructor which will always be called when you declare an object. Moving on to self. So what is self? The self parameter is a reference to the current instance of the class and is used to access variables that belong to the class. It does not have a named self. It does not have to be named self. You can call it whatever you like, but it has to be the first parameter of any function in the class. Remember this, you need to define it as the first parameter of any function. Let me show you an example using a method. A function inside the class is known as method. So over here we read that it has to be the first parameter of a function in the class. So any function inside the class is known as method. So we'll understand what is a method first. So class person, constructor calling, then define, so def, intro, and then self. So this is a method. This is a user defined function inside the class which is known as a method, and we need to pass the self parameter always inside a method first. So this method just prints my name is, and it will print the name inputted by the object. So we can call the method using this syntax, p1.intro, then parentheses. So let me show in the shell. Let me just copy this. Okay, sorry. Again, def intro self print my name is plus self dot name. Remember that is a reference parameter and you should write self dot name always. Okay, now exiting. Now p1 equals person, then name Mark and age 21, then p1 dot intro. So we are calling the method using the object created. So here's our output. My name is Mark. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so this was all about method and method calling. Moving on to modifying object properties. You can easily modify object properties because they are not immutable. For example, p1.age equals 19. We can change the value from 21 to 19, and we can change the name from Mark to Abdul. So let us do that. p1 dot p1 dot age is equals to 19 and p1 dot name is equals to Abdul. Now we will print the age value, then it would be 19, and if we print the name it would be Abdul. And if we call the function or method, then it will print my name is Abdul, not Mark. So our value has been successfully changed. Moving on to deleting object or its properties. Del keyword is used for deleting as usual. For example, del p1 dot age, and then if we write p1 dot age, then it will show an error. Has no attribute as age. Yes. Now if we delete p1 and then write p1, then it will show p1 is not defined. Okay, so this was about deleting object or its properties. You can delete every property or any object you want. So this was all about object classes, object and methods. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you guys for watching.